Broadcasting from an undisclosed location under a farm pond somewhere in the Midwest. Your host is Jim Crowley. This is Slickfish Radio. Hi, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Slickfish Radio. Hope you're all having a good week. I know it's only Tuesday, but hopefully you're off to a good start. We're going to have some fun tonight. We have Kerr of Big City Fishing Gear coming on tonight. I love talking to small companies, and because the cool thing about small companies is they have a great way to produce products that some of the bigger companies just can't. They can just do that. And it's really neat to see about how they started and the innovation, where that came from, where the idea came from. And it's, as anglers, we all love supporting companies like that because they put their heart and soul into it. And I absolutely love that. So, hey, Tony Lamarca just joined us. Hi, Tony. How you doing, buddy? We're gonna have some fun tonight. I want to. Oh, my beautiful wife, Rhonda, said, I'm upstairs watching. What do I win? Hey, you hit the jackpot, baby. I'm here. That's it. And that's why she's upstairs. But anyway, hey, so I'm going to talk to you a little bit about tonight, some of the things coming up and some of the stuff that's going on. One of those is I want to thank my friends from American Tackle Company. ICAST, I always say this, but is right around the corner. And American Tackle always has some great stuff. And I'm sure there's more coming out. So and we're going to give a code at the end of the show, like we always do for American Tackle Company. They are looking for pro staff people. So we're going to show you how to do that. Cast King is too. And so this could be your opportunity to get in with two great companies. But American Tackle has some great innovations, and especially if you're a rod builder, oh my goodness, nobody has more stuff for the availability to build exactly what you want. And I love doing it. It's a lot of fun. If any of you watch the show on Wired to Fish TV, I show you a lot about rod building and lure building, and it's fun. Plus you get to have exactly what you want. My friends over at Explore Lacrosse, hey, the water's been really high there lately, but what that means to me is this summer the frog fishing is going to be phenomenal. But if you want a great place to travel, hey, I've just recently got into biking, and Lacrosse has a lot of great trails. There are a lot of great scenery, tons of wonderful restaurants, places to stay. Lacrosse is more than just a fishing destination. It's a great destination for families with a lot of stuff to do. So if you want to find out more about them, just go to explorelacrosse.com. You'll see what I'm talking about. Our friends over at Shields right now having a massive fishing sale right now. And the shelves are stacked. They are stacked to the hilt. I'm going to adjust my headphones here. Hold on. Oh, that's much better. Okay. And they are stacked to the hilt with a bunch of James Yarlum just came out. James, I've seen you there. You know Shields is an awesome place. It's fantastic. Hey, if you guys are looking for some of the new VMC red line hooks, they got the whole assortment. It's there right there in Shields. You can get them, and I've tried them. They are phenomenal hooks, guys. I'm just telling you, they are awesome. So Shields has all that stuff and more. That's actually where I got my bicycles from. So if you're interested in anything outdoors, they have the best help in the business. They have employees that care about you and know their product lines. You're going to go anywhere to get anything outdoors? Go to Shields. My friends at Cast King. Hey, Vance Gordon, my buddy, just jumped on. Good. Hey, Vance, I'm glad you're back here again. Thanks for coming on. Cast King, as you guys been seeing, ever since the Classic, there's been tons of new releases and new products with the MG12 and everything. We're going to give you a 20% off discount code at the end of the show for Cast King as well. And I know our guest Lee Kerr has gotten some reels too. And I've been getting emails. Thank you. All of you have been telling me. I actually got two more today from people that said they're trying Cast King for the first time and they are impressed. Good. You should be, because I wouldn't put my name on it if I wasn't using it or I wasn't impressed. So I'm glad you all are. And there's even more and better things to come. And as usual, we are powered by Dakota Lithium. Absolutely the best phenomenal batteries. When you want power, you want 11-year warranty, you want everything that you haven't had before, and the dependability, the power of your passion. That's Dakota Lithium. All these people are chiming on. Oh, Vance Gordon's just saying hi to my wife, Rhonda. Hey, James Yarlum just said, love my Cast King reels. Just used them last week. And James, I'm thrilled. I'm glad. That's awesome. Hey, without further ado, we got a guy who I'm glad he wanted to come on the show. Lee, how are you, man?
Not bad. How are you?
This is the Big City of Big City Fishing Gear. Lee Kerr, I am glad to have you on the show. So going through your website today, And I saw you at the Bloomington show and that huge table and all those products, and you had some great help there. Those guys are very passionate about your product. And here's what I found. You're veteran owned. You guys are kicking it big time. When I saw the guys at your show, what I mean by that is you had guys in your booth that were so passionate about your products already. They wanted to show everything off, and that's got to make you feel good that the guys that work, not only that the people that are using your products, but guys that are working for you that use the products, they're so excited about it. They want to tell everybody about it. You've built a good foundation here because your quality stuff. Can you tell us how you got started?
Yeah, we got started. Basically, my wife and I had planned on doing some kind of business after I retired. And we retired. We were thinking those retirement years, what are we going to do? And when she passed, it kind of put a wrench in my works. And we'd always talked about having a small business. So my son and I sat down, and Big City was my nickname, and we loved fishing. So we said, let's make a tackle company. And we created the logo that we have now, which is our trademark logo.
I love it.
It's different. It's one of them logos. We did it so it's a logo that when you see it, you don't forget it. It's one of those, you remember the logo. It's a little on the edge. We understand that, but it was meant to be.
You know what? On the Edge is fun, dude. And it's a great logo. On the Edge, it should be. It's fun. And you are right. It's about remembering. It's a fantastic logo. What a great t-shirt.
Thank you. We first started that logo when I was working with the designer to make that logo. It originally looked like Charlie the Tuna from the tuna commercial. I said, no, that's not what I'm after. I want something a little bit different. And we finally got it together. It took us a week or two to get it all to where I wanted it, and I approved it, and that's where we went with the logo. But we originally were an apparel company. We started as apparel before we started getting into tackle. And my son says, I think I can make quality baits. And he has one of the minds, and he can create things, and he is very analytical about what he does. And that might be his IT background, but he is very quality minded. And I've seen his junk pile of stuff that didn't pass the test. And those are the ones he usually gives to dad to go, hey, try this, Dad. You know, but he makes sure the stuff we're putting out is quality, and he takes a lot of pride in that. And we do a lot of custom orders. He'll get an email, and Olympia High School, for instance, is one of the teams we sponsor, and that team orders a lot of custom stuff for different lakes. And Tony makes it for them, and we try to get it to them before their tournaments. And being he's the only one that makes the baits, you know, he's got his hands full, but he does the best he can.
And he's got cuts and Band-Aids on his fingers.
He does.
And he's wearing eyeglasses. I know I make some of my own stuff, and just thinking about somebody who's doing this for a business, that's constant, man. I mean, there's a lot of work that's involved. One thing that you said that I want to hit on again, because I think that's important, is that you are helping out high school things. I think, especially as we get older, there is nothing more important, in my opinion, than giving back to the sport that has given us so much over the years. And for only a company that's 2 years old, and you're already trying to make a mark and doing your part, I think that says not only about the quality of your baits, but I think that says a lot about character. And it's got to be very important for you, because that was one of the first things you mentioned. It's got to be very important to you to be able to pass this on, or give these kids a chance where they can have something to believe in, to have fun with, and to give them something that they can have success with. That's got to be important to you.
Nothing's more important to me. We dedicated, when we started this company, we made a decision that we we're going to dedicate ourselves to helping youth. We sponsor numerous high school teams right now. We picked up DMAC last night.
Awesome.
As one of our sponsors. This weekend, this coming Friday, Tony and I are both taking our boats out, and we are boat captaining for Tremont High School at Lake Evergreen. Tony just did boat captain for Olympia a week ago. So we try to do what we can. I've gone to the high school and been there for practice and helped the guys through practice. Tony and I did a seminar at my warehouse for the team. And yes, the look on a child's face when a child or a young man or young lady catches their first fish, it's a smile you never see any other time. It's just amazing. And like I said, I have a video on my website that was done. And when I say I'm at peace on the water, I really mean that. being out there on the water and being with nature and just enjoying the sport of fishing, which is something growing up in Chicago, I didn't have the opportunities to fish as much as I would have liked.
Right.
Unless I was schmelting down by Lake Michigan,
Lakefront, sure, yeah.
which is a little different. But there was a lot of little ponds, little lakes up by the Channel Lakes and stuff that we could go fishing. But I always look forward to vacations because I always knew when we went vacationing, we were going fishing. And to this day, I remember my son's first bluegill he caught when he was,
Sure.
he was just a little tyke. I still got the picture. And he caught it out of Bussy Lake in Elk Grove Village.
Oh, right my goodness. I know where that is.
Yeah. And, but it's a memory. And I have a daughter, my youngest daughter probably outfishes both Tony and I together. She gets out there and just kicks it. But I taught that, passed it on to my grandkids. A memory just showed up on Facebook of my oldest granddaughter when she caught her first bass out here at Tremont Ponds. And I remember I got her to kiss the fish. And that was, but she didn't want to at first, but then she did it.
There you go. Phyllis Zaleski just joined us. Hi, Phyllis. How you doing? And maybe you and I can get together sometime and do something. I work with Shields with some of the high school kids, and I do some high school events. You and I are not that far apart. And Hayworth and Tremont, and maybe there's something we can do in the future for some of the high school kids in your areas. I mean, maybe casting demos or something. I've done that with a lot of high school kids. Whatever it may be, maybe you and I can put our heads together.
That'd be awesome. That'd be awesome.
And I'm serious about that because I love doing that stuff. I've done it for years, and the more I do it, the more I want to do it. And I think it's absolutely incredible that you're doing that. And I think that shows commitment, not only to the love of what you're doing, but for the love of the sport and the love of where the future is. And we know that is with those kids. Kit, Coriel, just big city baits work tested and proven. So there you go. You already got fans kicking in there, buddy, which is great. Hey, I want to ask you something, and then we're going to go to a break for a little bit. But I want you to talk about, and everybody watching, now think about this too, because like I said, I love building my own stuff. But when you can have a company that can custom build stuff for you, give us an idea about some of the things you've custom built, or maybe some that you made for somebody and they came back and they said, that's the best one that I've ever had. But talk a little bit about your custom building. That's important for people.
Well, Tony's the guy that does all the custom building. He's my son, and Olympia High School would be the perfect example. He's made different jigs and different spinner baits for these guys, and they've used them, they liked them, and have ordered more. I mean, they've ordered hundreds of dollars worth of baits because they like them, and they just placed another. He's working on an order right now for them, actually another order, custom order. And our baits are at Southside Bait and Tackle in Pekin, Illinois. They have our baits, some of our baits, and some of our hats, but almost all the baits that he has are custom made for him. Jeff and Gabe know their lakes around their bait shop, so there's a lot of double Colorados, single Colorados, sure, which work really well on these shallow lakes. And there are special colors that he's asked for, and Tony has made them. And those are at Southside exclusively. They're not available on our website. We'd make that for Jeff, and those are testaments. And Tony, it makes him happy when we got in their tackle. They got their shop probably about 3.5 weeks ago, and they've already reordered 3 times from us. So it's the word's getting out. People are trying our baits, and they work. Our bleeding shad, for instance, is everybody's caught stuff on either the bleeding shad, chatterbait. I can't call it a chatterbait, vibrating jig, vibrating jig. Sorry about that. Or my spinnerbait. I had a guy go up northern fishing. He has a warehouse 3 doors from mine. He bought one of those, went up north, and I didn't see him for like 3 weeks. And then he came back and said he caught 5 northern on the same spinnerbait. And that bleeding shad is something else. It's just a good bait.
So, hey, when we come back, we're gonna take a little bit of a break here, and when we come back, I want to talk some about some of your custom baits. I want to talk some of your plastics and things like that you offer, and then we want to get into where people can get some of this stuff, and just a little bit more about big city fishing. You guys all stay tuned. Just so you know, we come back. If you want to. Hope you stay tuned during the break. If you want to check out his site, it's bigcityfishinggear.com. A lot of great stuff on there, and we'll get into that more when we get back. And I'm going to do what Chuck Woolery used to do. We're going to come back in 2 and 2. American Tackle is home to the award-winning microwave line control system. Rod blanks to reel seats, ferrules to finish, grips to guides. They are committed to the very best in rod building components. Find out more, americantackle.us. With fishing beyond your expectations, indoor and outdoor activities, a vast variety of places to eat, drink, and stay. Discover your next adventure between the bluffs. ExploreLaCrosse.com. Located in Springfield, Illinois' largest selection of sports and sportswear, hunting, fishing, specialty shops and services, a 65-foot Ferris wheel, 16,000-gallon saltwater aquarium, and industry-leading knowledgeable employees. You don't take chances at Shields, ever. Go to Shields.com. Achieving affordable innovation through novel concepts and in-house ingenious designs. Cass King cost-effective e-commerce practices directly market to consumers, cutting costs by 30% or more on average. Affordable innovation, superior quality. CassKing.com. Believing quality is measured by lifespan and harnessing their unique chemistry and engineering know-how. Dakota Lithium lasts 4 times longer, powering your passion with an 11-year warranty. Find out more, DakotaLithium.com.
Slick Fish Radio with Jim Crowley can be seen and heard on Roku, Fire TV, Spotify, Amazon Music, and iTunes.
There we go. Come here. Get in here. Yeah. Nice fish right there. Hi, I'm Jim Crowley. Make sure you catch my show, Jim Crowley Outdoors, Monday to Friday, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time and 4 p.m. Central Standard Time, exclusively on Wired to Fish TV. Look for Jim Crowley Outdoors on Wired to Fish TV on free ad-supported streaming TV, including Plex, that can be downloaded in the App Store at Apple TV, Roku, Samsung, and others. Welcome back, everyone. We are here with Lee Kerr from Big City Fishing. And Lee, I want to talk a little bit more about your customization stuff, and maybe not so much that, but go into more of the baits. Besides the bladed jigs, you offer heavy cover jigs, you offer some plastics. What have been some of your hot sellers early on this season? Because, you know, the weather's been crummy with cold front after cold front, but what has been some of your hot sellers so far this season?
Well, if we're looking at plastics, our moneymaker worm, which is a Senko, is probably my number one. Mm-hmm. That was made for me. I requested it to be done exactly the way I wanted it, because it's a bait that I've used in Watts Bar Lake, Chickamauga. I've used it in crystal clear lakes, a lake called Duck Lake up in Michigan, and everywhere around here. And I've always caught fish with it. So I wanted it made exactly to my specifications. It was done, and we sell a lot of those. Our baby bass swim bait with its awesome tail, we sold out of those, I think, 3 times since we got those in. We do have jigs. We have all the jigs. We have Arky jigs, swim jigs, football jigs. Our plasma bug jigs, along with the bladed jigs, do really well. It's a different color, and the spinner blades actually have 2 different colored blades on them. And we just got post on our Facebook page. A guy from up near Streamwood caught a real nice bass on our plasma bug spinner blade, and that's a color you will not find anywhere else. I've looked everywhere to see if anybody else has anything like it, and nobody does. Tony came up with that, and it's really a weird story. I wish he was here to talk about it, but he had these purple blades and stuff, and he didn't know what to do with them. And one day he was thinking of his mom, and she loved purple. So he says he's going to make that kind of dedicated to his mom. Very cool. And that's where the plasma book came from. And what we try to do is resource as local as we can when we can. And if it's a veteran-owned company, that's a plus. You know, we'll pay a couple cents more to go with a veteran company.
Awesome.
But we try to keep it local as much as possible. We like to help small business, and that's how everybody starts. That's why when we host a tackle swap in Tremont, we did it twice. We just had one this last March. We had 34 tables, the DNR. But what we did, we invited a lot of local tackle companies, new tackle companies. You were at the one in Bloomington, the tackle swap in Bloomington. We met some guys there, Onum Fishing, Little Frishies. I'm going to get in trouble for not remembering them all. Hydro Baits, places like these. These were from Kankakee, Morris, Illinois, Bloomington. They all came and set up, and very good people, very good product. And that's what we like to do. We like to bring in these new young companies just like us and let people see it. We even had 2 little boys, young men, real young, from I think Danvers, Illinois, and they make their own plastics, and they set up a table and did very well. So that's kind of where we're at. We like to help people and resource as local as we can, make our stuff quality. But the key is we back up our product. I think in a year and a half of making baits, we've had 2 that had some kind of problem, and we immediately took care of it and resolved the problem and took care of the customer. And that's what you have to do. And by the way, that the ones that failed, my son was totally upset about, because he does not like to make a mistake. He's that kind of guy. He takes that really personal. He that's his artistry. He is very artistic that way, and he's constantly creating stuff.
And that's why custom baits like that, when you have a company that takes that kind of care, obviously it's not just something you're saying, it's happening because people keep coming back. And they're coming back for more. And they're coming back because they know that there's care and quality when it comes to commitment. And that's what I always think is really cool about small businesses, is your heart and soul in there. Small businesses drive the economy regardless of what anybody says. And in the fishing industry, that is big. That's true anywhere. But it's really true here. You support local business, and local business will turn around and support others. And I think it's really cool that you're doing that. Well, I'm thinking about this. You said Watts Bar. And when I was looking on your website, there's one of the anglers that you sponsor there that lives on Watts Bar.
That's right. John Murray. John Murray.
Great guy. I just saw him at the Madison show. He's been on this show before. John Murray is a freaking awesome guy.
Oh, the dude is great.
He's real. He's real.
We went down 2 years in a row. The first year we fished Watts Bar, we went out with him, and that morning we caught 9 different species of fish. Yeah. It was crazy. And he even featured on his, it was funny, at the end of the year that year, he featured at his, they do their final roundup for the year and wrap up of the year. And he featured the paddlefish that we accidentally caught. He never had, it took 3 people to get it in the boat. The thing was huge. Tony snagged it. We were using a crankbait fishing a flat, and he snagged it in the head, and we somehow got it in the boat, and the thing was humongous. And John said that, and he posted, that's the first time I ever had anything like that. He was just beyond himself that we got something like that. Then the next year we went to Chick with him, and the guy's legit. I learned a lot from him, and he's a real guy. He's not an official pro staffer because he can't, because of his commitments with his other guys, but he's there. He does test some of my baits. All the guys on my pro staff, that's something else too. These guys are fishing daily, weekly tournaments. Kit Coriel, who chimed in, he does a lot of our baits. He tests them for us. And one of the baits that we have is actually named after him. It's called the KC Shiner. That was his design. Talk about custom baits. He asked us, Tony, to make a bait for him. But he says, when you make it, could you name it KC Shiner? And we did. So it's named after him. It's his bait, and it is a good seller. We do catch fish with that. So that's important that we have guys. Jim Anderson, who just won a tournament 2 weeks ago, first place in Big Fish. We sent him some custom baits that he catches fish on. He showed us what he likes. We tried to copy it and made the best we could and sent them off to him.
That's awesome. Where can people, just let everybody know exactly where they can find you? Social media, everything, website, go through all that. And folks, I'm seriously, I'm going to say it before he says it again, but it's bigcityfishinggear.com. You need to go there and check out their stuff. A lot of this listening audience is not that far in the area. It doesn't matter. I've got people here listening from Iowa, from Florida tonight. It doesn't matter. Obviously, they can get the stuff to you. But if you're looking for some custom baits, you might want to consider these guys and give them a chance. Not only do they support local, but they're making good quality stuff. So Lee, tell them where they can find you.
Sure. They can find us at bigcityfishinggear.com. Like you mentioned, you can go to our Facebook page, Big City Fishing Gear. We're on Instagram. We're on YouTube. We're on TikTok. Tony occasionally will do TikTok videos while he's making some of these. We're also available at Southside Bait and Tackle in Pekin, Illinois. Again, we went to them. They're a family-owned father and son operation, and they've been very supportive of me since we first opened. They were carrying my hats, and they carry my hats now and tackle, and it's a great place to go for all your fishing needs in this area. They have live bait, everything for catfish, crappie, bass, they have it. So you can find all that out. We also occasionally run videos at the bottom of my page on the website. Our apparel is very competitively priced, if not underpriced. And we try to do the best we can to keep it fresh and keep new ideas out there for you. We also offer local pickup. So if you're in the local area and you don't want to pay the shipping, you click on the local pickup and we'll make arrangements for you to pick it up at my warehouse here in Tremont.
How cool is that? Well, I'm coming to that warehouse because I'm going to buy one of them T-shirts. I think that's the coolest freaking logo out there. One of them. I love that logo. So and being originally from Chicago, I think a big city fishing T-shirt. I'm going to have to stop by and buy one of those. I'm serious about what we talked about before the show started. Let's me and you get together and do something for these kids.
Sounds good, man. I really want to do that. And one other thing we're doing, we're running a promotion right now.
Oh, yeah.
Which is really cool. We started last month and we're running it through October. Every month we're going to give away a sample tackle box, little tackle box full of tackle. We gave one away in March. I think I can't remember who won it. But anyway, off the top of my head, I can't remember right now. But we got a lot of entries for this month. People are sending pictures. The rules for the contest, it's not really a contest, the drawing, is you send in a picture of you either wearing our gear, our clothing, or catching fish with our baits, and you're in. That's it. You're in. And at the end of the month, we'll draw a winner. And we've made it even easier for you. Okay, you may say, well, I don't have any big city fishing clothing. I don't have a hat, a T-shirt, or nothing. We made that easy. Go to my website, make a purchase. Once you made your purchase, send me an email what you purchased. I'll look it up, verify that you purchased it, and give me the item you want in our tackle. You can have one item, whether it's a Arky jig, a football jig, a bag of plastics. You get one. I will ship that to you free with your order. And that helps you get our tackle, and you can still get in the contest or the drawing. And I guarantee you'll like what you get in the mail. It's really nice. And we give you a laminated decal and a koozie as well.
Well, for crying out loud, you can't beat that. That's a lot of great stuff, and an opportunity to try a local business that makes great baits and obviously prides themselves on customer service and satisfaction. Lee, thank you so much for joining us tonight, my man. One, thank you for your service. God bless you for what you're doing with the high school students. Again, I'm going to reiterate, we are going to do something together.
I appreciate it, and I look forward to it.
I want to do that. So everybody, make sure you check out and go to BigCityFishingGear.com. Lee, we'll talk to you soon.
Thank you, sir.
Awesome. What a great guy. What a great guy. And thank you so much, everybody, for watching tonight. That was, I love small business like that because they put their heart and soul into it. Big companies are obviously great too, but it's always cool when people that run small fishing tackle businesses put their heart and soul into it, because you know what? Hey, competition breeds a superior product, and you can come up with some great stuff. And a lot of times small business is a great way to go. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to give you some discount codes. We're going to talk a little bit about this too. Now, if any of you are out there looking for a pro staff, do you know what pro staff is? For some of you younger anglers, that means you're applying for a job. You are applying for a job. And if you want to work with a couple companies that are interested in looking for people, you can apply. One of them is American Tackle. And you do that by going to americantackle.us, and you can apply for a pro staff position there. Now, if you go to American Tackle's website and you click on americantackleanglerproducts.com, you put in the code JCO20, you can get 20% off anything that's on that site. Look it over. Take a look at it. There's a lot of great stuff on there, and you can get 20% off just by putting in that code JCO20. My friends at Casking, so many of you, and I thank you for that, have ordered reels and so much other stuff with this discount code. Rods, reels, tackle bags. Matter of fact, Lee, who was on here, said he got a couple reels and loved them. James Yarlam was on tonight, just said he got a couple reels and loved them. I got another couple emails today. If you want to check out quality, and believe me, I use them for everything freshwater, and you'll see some saltwater shows this year that I'm doing that we're going to be using Casking reels. It's my name on it too. If I didn't believe in it, I wouldn't be telling you about it, because it's the stuff I use. You want to check out some great gear? Go to casking.com, put in the code JC52AFF. That will get you 20% off anything and everything on the site. Go check them out. Matter of fact, I will tell you this. If you have any questions about any of the tackle on Casking, email me or message me on Facebook. I will give you an honest opinion. I show a lot of the stuff and explain a lot of it on my show on Wired to Fish TV. I use stuff as tools to get a job done. That's what I use products for. If they don't work, I don't use them. The reason stuff from Cask, the reason I'm using stuff from American Tackle, Dakota Lithium, the list goes on, is because I trust it. That's my living. That's what I depend on. And I know they work. So if you have any questions, you can easily message me on Facebook or email me at jim@jimcrowleyoutdoors.com. But those are discount codes that you can have right there for that. As always, I appreciate all of you. This show is growing and growing and growing. And it's because of all of you. I could not do this show if it wasn't for all of you that constantly watch the show and email me. And I appreciate the kind words. I appreciate the support. Again, I can't do it without you. And I really, really do appreciate it. I hope the rest of your week is great. We're going to have another good show next week. If you're going fishing, be safe on the water. Have fun. God bless you. I'll see you soon.